Maynard and the 62 of Jaden Blomley will start alongside the Maynard entry. Jason Jewell, Scotty Merritt, car number 27, which is Cade Cox. Car number 7, Craig Buchanan. Back to the 63. Set, we're away, 15 on the board for the first half of this A-Main. Got a good launch. We go 4 wide into the first corner. No, beg your pardons. Heinrich leads, and we got a big span, and that's Edwards. Does he get collected? Yes, he does. The law of averages said he had to get wiped out at least by 1. I think you'll find that Cox he'd done a great job to recover it. Let's hope there's nothing major wrong with that car. Car number 7 to Craig Buchanan. The 63. As we're set, 15 on the board. First half of this A-Main. Nitschke tried to go back to the inside, but Bear just wasn't having a bar of it. Maxwell got caught in this. There's one going around. Maynard's involved in this. So Maynard on the grass. Will he come back? Yeah, he will, but he'll be probably very dark with himself. Also the car that put him there. So back straight, Maxwell your leader. But up on the outside is Heinrich. Bear to third. Back to Sando in the 39. Nitschke. Back to the 86 car of Bailey Heinrich. Then we go back to Flatman, Edwards. But have a look out in front. It's switching. It's on for young and old. Nitschke's now dropped off. Back to 5th. Make it. He'll probably go back about 3 or 4 spots here. Went wide. So Heinrich, Bailey Heinrich up the inside. Nitschke. Jason Jules come infield in the 18. Edwards to the top. Trying to get back to where he was. But as we say that, one pulling up to the top of the racetrack. Just trying to keep out of the way. It's a 63 car. Just trying to keep out of the way. So Maxwell down the back straight. Heinrich giving chase. Bear. Just leaving an autograph on the back of Heinrich's car. Just letting him know he's there. That's all you got to do. Sando. 10 remaining this way. We switch him around for the second half of this. Back to the Heinrich entry, car number 86, Nitschke. Back to Edwards, has recovered. Flatman, back to the 14 of Reichstein. Needs to get up a lot higher. But as we say that, Cox has run into trouble. I'd say there's a lot of, maybe a heating issue with the 27. So they'll go past. Caution on the racetrack. Now, Anthony Bear's been entangled in this. Now, so Maxwell to lead away. So Andy Maxwell to lead away in the 132. Heinrich gives him a tap at the backside. Go any time out of turn 3. Delayed it. Sando back to 4th. Back to Heinrich. Then we go back to Nitschke, Edwards and Flatman. Back to the Reichstein entry, car number 14. Bear now gets on racing terms. Trying to go around the top of Heinrich. Can't make the move stick. 8 to go. First half of tonight's A-Main. We run on the opposite direction to complete this. Flatman now on the inside of Nitschke. Edwards gets hung out to dry. If he's not careful, Reichstein will go sailing on by. So Bear now on the inside. Back straight. Heinrich's just got a little bit more power coming out of turn number 2. Onto the back straight. Sando. Back to Heinrich, Nitschke and Flatman, Edwards, Reichstein. No to Reichstein in the 14. Long way off, but as we say that, Heinrich on the inside forces the issue. Getting a little bit impatient. Probably knows that the Aussie champ's sitting glued to the tail. Heinrich runs wide. Sandoz skips away. Nitschke wasn't quite close enough. Just as we say that, bit of fender coming off the outside, and I think he may have blown the tyre on the Nitschke car, so he'll sail back through the pack. So out in front, still Maxwell leads the way. Heinrich, so Nitschke now comes infield. Maxwell still leads the caution on the racetrack as we see that. Car number 62 brings out our caution. So that'll be, of course, Jaden Blomley brings out the caution with 4 to run. Glue himself to the tail of the 132 car. Bear to third. Sandoz. Heinrich away. Position number 5. Flatman giving chase in the 12. Bear now decides, well, I want to lead the second half of this race. Now gets on with it around the top. That's an Aussie champ at work. Sizes on the inside. Maxwell makes a mistake. Bear didn't need that invitation. Or should we say the second invitation? We see the 66 car Richards coming to a standstill out of turn 2. Heinrich now starting to get on with it as well in the 86. Sideways is the Heinrich entry car number. That's Reese Heinrich in the 48. We'll go 2 wide into turn 1 and 2. Back straight, we got 2 to run. We regroup for the second half of this A-main. This is just the appetizer. Merritt's on the infield, also the 23 car, also of Whitehead pulling infield to join the Borderline Speedway car park on the infield. So Bear the leader as we go. First half done, Bear. Maxwell. So Heinrich's third. Carnaby parked on the infield now. Set for the second half. Bear to lead away. What's Maxwell got? Dive on the inside. Heinrich to the top. Go back to the 86 car. Bailey Heinrich. Bailey's trying to on the outside. Then he went back to the inside. Flatman's doing a Skip Jackson down the gutter rat. Now goes back to the center of the racetrack. So Bear your leader. Edwards would like to be a lot higher up because had a spin in the first half of the A-main. Managed to recover. So Reichstein going past Edwards, bouncing the way through, we should say. Maxwell's now a solid second. I think it's more to the point, if you want me to move, you're going to have to shift me. So Reese almost tried it last lap. But as we say that, Maxwell makes a mistake, hit a rut coming out of turn 2, which unsettled the car, which made him get out of the throttle, which makes him go back from position number 2, make that probably position number 5. You'll probably go back a lot further. You remember that, as we say, down the back chute, fights his way back to third. Bit of smoke starting to billow out of the Maxwell car, number 132. Bailey Heinrich still holding on to that, maybe that 4th step on the podium. But it's out in front. Anthony Bear, 9 from home. Giving chase is Reese Heinrich. So Reese now is just using that top part of the racetrack. Bear just swings the car, glides it up in front. Heinrich's just got that bit more of a run. Come off turn number 4. Onto the front straight. Maxwell still holding down position number 3. That is the final step at this point on the podium. Sandoz position number 5. Sitting in between, that is the Bailey Heinrich entry, car number 86. Flatman now has Edwards on the inside. Back to the 14 of Reichstein, Buchanan. As we say that, Heinrich now just sizing up the top of the racetrack. Bear will probably just see the nose. Gets a little bit of a love tap. On the inside, Bear leaves the autograph across the back of the 48. 5 to run. For our A-main, for our street stocks. On the inside, so Heinrich. He's got to come up on the back of the Buchanan number 2 car. Anthony Buchanan in the 2. They'll just swing on by. So Maxwell still holding down a bit of that smoke, still billowing out of the back of the 132 car. Got to be careful with that lap car if he swings too high. Heinrich will go past. Sando sideways. It's a Heinrich entry. Sando probably looked at that and went, well, who's going to turn who around? Flatman, Edwards, Reichstein, Buchanan. Back to Maynard. Still 2 to run. So Heinrich, your leader. Bear had it, then went back a spot. Thought he might have challenged again. Maxwell. Heinrich and Sando, they're your top 5. White flag out, 1 to run. A-main for our street stocks. So down the back straight. Final lap. For our A-main tonight. Comes off turn number 4. He goes a little higher than he would like. Heinrich will take it. Bear will take second. Maxwell will take third. Now we'll get official placings. I think it will find the 86 car will hang on for position number 4. Sando will hang on for position number 5. Jaden Edwards. Nigel Reichstein in the 14. Darren Flatman, Buchanan, Maynard. And also Anthony Buchanan will be a tail end Charlie. So top 5 for our A-main. For our street stocks, car number 48 taking the win of Reese Heinrich. Home in second, car number 46 of Anthony Bear. Home in third, car number 132 of Andy Maxwell. Home in fourth, car number 39 of Corey Sando. And rounding 85, car number 86 of Bailey Heinrich will take home position number 5. A-main presentations will be done in our pit area. You're most welcome to come down and be part of our presentations.
A lot has happened in 80 years. In 1951...